Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's the Mike and Mish Show. What up, Mike?
Hey, what's up?
What's up there, Sizzle Chest?
What's up there, Sizzle Lips?
Oh, man, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first episode of the Mike and Mish Show. It is 10 o'clock on a Thursday night, and I'm pretty sure that most people are sleeping right now, but who gives a fuck, because they could watch the shit tomorrow on recording, and that is what we all give a fuck about anyway. We already got some people watching, so that's cool. What's new, Mike? What's going on in the Huddle world?
Well, we were just talking about kids swearing. That's what goes on in my world, where kids say crazy things. They swear and they pretend like they don't know what they're talking about, but they absolutely know what they're talking about.
Oh, dude, I love it. I got so many stories about my kids swearing, and I have nothing to do with it. I swear to God, it's not me. It's Amy. It's Amy every time.
I can see that. I definitely understand that.
Dude, one of my favorite.
I've met Amy before, and
she says lots of fucks.
She's got a mouth like a sailor.
All right, I got some people in the comments already. I'm going to pull up Facebook on my tablet because they didn't give permissions for me to see their name. Goddamn sons of bitches. Anyways, so one of my favorite stories of all time about swearing was when Amy was deployed 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Nolan was not even really 4 years old yet, and fucking turn it down.
Jesus Christ.
Christ. Yeah, so I go to pick him up, right? And the teacher's holding an incident report in her hand, and she says, Kyle, I need you to read this. So I'm like, oh, shit, what the hell we got here? So I'm reading it, and it says, on the way outside today, the kids were lined up, and Nolan got into a shoving incident with another friend because they're all friends. According to the preschool teachers, they're all friends. But if you ask Nolan, he's not his fucking friend. He'll tell you. So
he's definitely not his friend.
He's not his friend. So they had an incident. They had an incident. They both wanted to be the first person in line to go outside. You know how important that is as a kid. So they start shoving. The teacher says, hey, we don't use our hands. We use our words. So Nolan steps back and he says, stay the fuck away from me. He was 3, almost 4. It was a proud dad moment. Dude, I wish I could have saw my own face reading the damn the incident report, because I felt my face go. She was like, Kyle, it happens all the time, and I wanted to tell you that he used it in perfect context. And I was like, oh, okay. So we get in the truck.
Good at it.
Yeah, we get in the truck to go home, and he's in the back seat, and I'm like driving, and I'm like, hey, buddy, what happened at school today? And he goes, nothing. And he's like looking out the window. He's in his car seat. And I'm like, dude, what happened at school today? Did you get in trouble? He goes, no. I go, you didn't push somebody or say something bad? He goes, he was this close to my face. That's
like, what do you expect me to do?
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Well, fuck that kid then.
You got any bright ideas, Dad?
Yeah.
Because I'd like to hear them.
Dude, I know that's what he was thinking. He was like, what would you have done? You know what I mean? But anyway.
I hate this kid.
I hate this son of a bitch.
Oh, your teacher said it was your friend.
Yeah, I read it right in the report. He's your friend.
Yeah, well, the teacher's a liar.
Hey.
And that kid sucks.
Before we really get shit going here, man, tonight's episode is brought to you by Pure Romance by Amy Mish. I know her. And if anybody needs a little help spicing up the old bedroom, you go ahead and DM me and you can hook up with my wife. Or I'll hook you up with my wife. Something like that. I don't know. I forgot to read the actual thing.
Yeah. No, I think you got it. That was spot on.
That was spot on. Oh, man. So,
what was
Mike,
the number?
What was the number? Hit me on the DMs.
Oh, the DMs. That's right.
You got to DM me, and I'll give you all the information. Oh shit! We got Matt Lyle in the chat room. We got Joe Ivy. We got Brandon Malo Lambert. Oh, we do. We absolutely do.
Hey, what's up?
What's up there, Sizzle Chest? So, anyways, we're gonna talk a little shit tonight. We're gonna talk some MMA, and then we're gonna bring on a guest. The Misfit herself, Christine Ferea, will be on BKFC's Killer. We're gonna talk to her a little bit about what's next for her, right, Mike?
Yeah, we're going to talk about things. We're going to talk about stuff. We're going to talk about other things. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah.
A lot of important stuff.
Why don't we kick it right off? Let's kick it right off with Mr. Derrick Lewis. Can you tell me, is there another fighter in the fucking world of combat sports that gives us as much gold on the internet as him? And Brandon Lambert, I know you're in the comments. You're going to say me, and I know I'm not trying to set you up to jump in here, but Derrick Lewis is gold every time he goes out there.
Oh, God. The guy's like a meme genius. I don't know. I know he doesn't make these things, but I don't know. He always shares the perfect meme, and every time he fights, there's all these different memes that pop up out of nowhere, and they're pretty hysterical, most of them.
Yeah,
I enjoy it thoroughly.
So explain to the audience what happened between him and Curtis Blaydes real quick, and then we'll reveal some of the gold.
All right, so basically, Derrick Lewis goes into fighting Blaydes like he usually does. He comes into the fight, and he absolutely seems like he does not want to be in a fight. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of like got that face. Like when he gets hit, he's just like, oh, I don't want to be here. He kind of backs up. He plays that, the commentators like to call it playing possum.
Yep.
And I think that people watching him fight for the first time might be like, oh man, this guy, I don't even know why he fights, because it doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. He totally knows what he's doing. He just doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to take one shot, knock out, and get the hell out of there. Call it a night, collect the check.
Yeah, well, you know what though? All it takes is one shot from the Black Beast, and then next thing you know, you got shit like this. You got to do the lean here, Mike. Y'all want to see a dead body? I'm telling you right now, everybody, go on Instagram, search Derrick Lewis, and get ready for the fun here. So he hit him, and Herb Dean was about 3/4 of the way across the ring. And then Fablamo. Oh, shit. Dude.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, man. When Derrick dropped him, he hit him with two more that absolutely demolished his. I don't know, man. He put him into another dimension. And
this picture is great. And we were saying this earlier. You never take a piss in the middle of a fight.
Who does that shit?
A Lewis fight. I mean, it can end in 1 second, like it did here. Any fight can end in 1 second.
That is
take a piss,
dude. That is. I take a piss. That knockout was so scary, says Joe Ivy. No shit. I'll tell you right now. But Joe Ivy, some people would think that this little thumbs up right here. No, he's cool. He's okay. Yeah, dude.
He's A-okay.
It's A-okay. Man, those second two shots took a couple years off his life for sure.
I can actually hear Derrick Lewis going, he's okay. You know, like in his voice, that's how I read that.
Yeah, he's okay. And
he's okay.
And then, Ben Askren was just pumped that he wasn't the poster child for getting knocked the fuck out anymore. It was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. And he better pray that he wins his little boxing match there, because I'm pretty sure he'll never live that down if he loses.
Oh,
it's
man.
It's going to be a sad story.
Have you seen any of the friggin' training videos of Ben Askren getting ready for that?
I have not seen training videos.
Well, Michael,
Ben Askren, but I did see when they first put the bag up, and he showed where he was kind of like standing a little bit leaned over, and he was going,
yeah,
like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, He
looked like he never thrown a punch in his fucking life. It's not going to be a good day for him. I swear to God, as an MMA fan and MMA diehard, I know Ben Askren's skills. And as much of a douchebag as Jake Paul is, he's not really that bad at boxing. Ben Askren might be in for a problem. I heard those training videos. Oh, okay, well, I don't think the training video of him punching a bag with Jake Paul's face on it is old. It can't possibly be old, lady. But yeah, the rest of them might be old. Sad. You're right. And Derrick Lewis, what's next for him, Mike? What do you think?
Ooh. Well, first of all, I wanted to say that that Derrick Lewis did tie Vitor Belfort for the most knockouts in UFC history, and he has the most in heavyweight history. So definitely an awesome stat to add to his barrage of his knockouts are finally at the top of the knockout list. So, and also he moved from number 4 to number 2. So that should put him in position to fight, or at least you would think it would put him in position to fight the winner of Ngannou versus Stipe. But
hey, look at this comment by Joe Ivy. Is that shirt dedicated to Curtis? But did he die?
No, nice. He's
fine. He's fine. He woke up like a couple days later. It's fine.
You know, what is up with, okay, after that fight, I know we're going away from, what's next for Derrick Lewis, but guess what? It doesn't matter because we fucking run this show and we'll do whatever the hell we damn please. So I'm going to go and say, yeah, who the hell do you think you are? So what's with people freaking out about a couple extra shots after someone gets knocked out? I mean, is this the first fight you've ever seen in your entire life? I mean, how many knockouts have you ever seen? Do you not watch fighting? I mean, are your eyes shut while you're watching fighting? Are you just listening? I don't understand the problem. Somebody commented this week and said that Derrick Lewis should be fined $20,000, $10,000 for each hit. And this guy was serious. And I wrote back to him and I said, you know what? I'm actually trying to figure out a way to fine you for writing that friggin' comment in the section on
Sorry, I just flexed
the guns. You showed the guns.
My cousin
flexing for your cousin.
Hey, well, yeah. Mike's a big boy. I gotta show him that I'm still not a little bitch anymore.
That's a little weird, but okay.
No, dude, listen, you're talking to a guy whose favorite knockout of all time is Dan Henderson demolishing Michael Bisping on his feet and then landing the H-bomb airborne on his face while he was clearly already knocked out on the floor. You get no sympathy from me. You fight until the referee stops the fight. And that's what they're told, and that's what Derrick Lewis did. It's Herb Dean's fault.
It's Herb Dean's fault.
That's Herb Dean's fault, man. It's not mine.
Oh, poor Herb Dean. I don't even think he did anything wrong, but it's definitely his fault. I'm not going to deny that.
Dude, Sam Ivy's favorite fighter must be Michael Bisping. So up next, this Saturday, dude, if anybody asks me.
Well, what about Lewis?
Yeah, what about Lewis?
What about Lewis?
Well, I mean, if we're going to be real honest, and we know our shit when it comes to MMA and all this bullshit, Derrick's probably not going to fight the rest of the year.
No, and he's already called out Overeem, so he said he doesn't want to fight 5 rounds. He doesn't like to fight 5 rounds.
He wants to fight Overeem, who just got beat, and like, why would Derrick Lewis at number 2 overall fight number 7? It doesn't make any sense at all. So Derrick is in a position to where he's going to headline a card. He's probably going to be a main event in a fight night somewhere. So they're going to say you could fight Volkov, right?
Yep.
Or the winner of this weekend's fight, right?
Yeah.
Which is Ciryl Gane versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
Yeah.
And now, like, I don't know if anybody is familiar with either one of these two. You should be pretty familiar with Rozenstruik by now because of some of the stuff that he's been through. Like, everybody, I don't know what people were thinking, but, going into Francis Ngannou's fight, they thought Rozenstruik was going to beat him. And, Ngannou.
20 seconds later.
Yeah. 16, 17, 18 seconds, it was over. Rozenstruik is an absolute dynamite striker. He's a fucking killer. And if you don't remember what this motherfucker did to Alistar Overeem's face, here is a quick reminder.
Oh, my Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're not eating right now, because this happened from one punch with 5 seconds left in the last round of a 5-round fight. Right?
It did. And it was it is the latest knockout in heavyweight history. And it is the second latest knockout in UFC history. 5 seconds left. And he blasted him with that shot. That's worse than that Robbie Lawler lip. I thought that was bad. This takes the cake.
You want to know something, though? Alistar is an absolute savage. And if you asked him if he didn't like it, he was not having a good time, just look at his face. He was smiling. Look at him. Look at hey.
He looks like he's on the teacups at Disney.
He's what my buddy's child would call, he's got a vagina on his face.
Nice.
Yeah, Zardinho put a vagina on him.
I think this dude's a warrior, though. I mean, look at that. He's like, hey, it's just another day in the office.
You know what, though? And if anybody remembers, Alistar is, Facebook user says looking like the Joker. I don't know who that is. You guys got to give permission so we can read your names. But yeah, who is that?
Montias,
what up, brother? Yeah, looking like the Joker. That shit blew his face up. And Alistar is obviously not human, because if you saw him like 11 days later, he was 100% healed. And he could barely see a scar on his face. How does that happen?
I have no idea.
Like, I guess
I have no freaking idea. I don't know how that happens. Who you were talking to Taylor Starling yesterday? Maybe he's got that Wolverine. Wolverine blood DNA running through his veins. Yeah, he's got that regenerative Wolverine DNA.
He's got that regenerative, and we got
regenerative. I got the degenerative.
I was just gonna say we got the degenerative.
Yeah, I got that degenerative stuff. Hopefully my kids didn't too, but my daughter says Jesus Christ, so when she gets mad.
Yeah, you know what? I want to take one.
Speaking of kids again.
Look at that. Just I don't want to lose this image. I want this embedded into my brain when I go to sleep tonight. So let me get real close on that.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's some wild stuff. And to go back to the kid thing earlier, what I was just saying, she was like peeling stickers off, and I don't know why, but she goes, Jesus Christ. And I went, what'd you say? Jesus Christ. And I said, that's a bad word, because she always tells me I say stupid, and that's a bad word.
That's a bad word.
That's a bad word. And so I tell her, she goes, no. I said, where you hear that from? She goes, Papa. Which I honestly don't really think that's where she heard it from. She probably heard it from me, of all people, from,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Dude, kids are awesome.
Yeah.
Larry's watching right now. Larry told a fucking funny ass story today. He was on his way out the house. He told his son, Johnny, who I believe is like 4. Larry, you can correct me if you're in the chat room now. But Larry says, Johnny, get your water bottles and snacks and backpack and shit. Yeah. So Johnny's got his arms full, and he's got his bag or whatever, and he's about to bring the kids to the to daycare. And he gets to the front door and he goes, Daddy, how am I supposed to open the fucking door? And Larry's like, what? And nothing. They get outside of the car, and Johnny's like, Daddy, sorry about saying fucking. Dude.
Which is great, because it's like the first time he says it, you laugh, because you're like, oh my God, he just said that. I'm just going to kind of ignore it and act like it's not a big deal. Maybe he won't say it again. And then he completely understands the context that he's using it in. Once again, kids outsmarting adults on a day-to-day basis.
They're little assholes. You know what? They outsmart me all the time. And you know what? The motherfucker truly believes he's smarter than me. And I swear to God, motherfuckers, you guys might not think so because I swear a lot, but I know a lot of shit. And I play Jeopardy on the Alexa every single day, and I'll knock like 3 of 6 out. So fuck you. And fuck all you little kids that think you're smarter than me too, you little punks. That's why when
Yeah.
they're by the pool, I just push them with my foot. Fuck right in there.
Yeah, go sit by yourself at the computer and do distance learning, you losers. We used to go to school.
Yeah, take
I
that,
had
you.
friends in school.
Yeah. How many friends you got? None.
Yeah.
They're not for your friends. They're just stupid kids on a screen.
Bird.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about your virtual friends.
Yeah. Boring.
Boring.
Yeah.
So dude, hey, we got a guest. We got a guest coming up, man.
We do.
She's here.
We do.
She's a fucking beast.
We do.
Do you know who this is?
I know. I'm not sure. Who is it?
Do you know who this is? Let me just drop her right there. There it is. There's Christine Ferea, the motherfucking Misfit. What's going on?
What's up, G? How are you?
Just living my life over here, you know, on the East Coast.
being a gangster, that's what you're doing.
Is there any other way to live?
No, absolutely not.
I know. I think I just heard you jamming out when this came on. What were you listening to?
I was?
Yeah, I thought I heard some music.
Yeah, I don't know. I just woke up, to be honest with you.
You just woke up.
Yeah, I'm on my way to, I was going to be at, I just started a new job with the UFC, and I'm training as well. And today I had to sleep. I should have been at training, but yeah, I had to take a little nap. I'm training my ass off.
So you've been sleeping all day?
No, I got up. I worked all day, and then I trained before work. I just need to get some sleep, a little bit of like 45 minutes or so.
So you're training at UFC gym, right? You're training people at a gym now, right?
Right. Yeah.
Are you training boxing, MMA?
I'm training kickboxing.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I have a background in Muay Thai.
Is that you're in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Is it at the Performance Center?
No, they're opening up all these little franchises called UFC Fit. So it's like gyms that actually have it's like regular gyms but have punching bags. It's like a hybrid gym. They have cryotherapy there. They have pools. Fighters training people. It's crazy. It's a dope gym. Their idea that they have going on, it's pretty dope. Even though I'm not in the MMA scene anymore and stuff like that, what they're doing is pretty cool because it's not like a regular gym. So if you're a fighter or you're an athlete, you can go to these gyms. They're huge and they have like turf where you can push, do push sleds. You can do tire flips, sprints. It's made for fighters, like the fighter style of training. It's pretty badass.
Yeah.
So,
do you have a fight yet?
May?
You have one?
No, I mean, I'm manifesting. No, I talked to Dave Feldman and he said he's getting me a fight. I signed with Sucker Punch management team, so they're working. They haven't closed any deals on anything yet, or we haven't signed anything yet. But I better be fighting in May. I'm not sitting around no more. You know what I mean? Like I have faces to beat up.
I had a guest last night. Do you know who I had on?
Taylor, right?
Did you hear what she said about you?
What?
It was there was nothing disrespectful, but she actually said, "Do you want to hear it? I got it right here."
Oh, tell me.
Play it.
Good. Give me that fire I need because I've been so sweet to her.
Okay, look.
I've been sweet to her because.
So I guess I'll just do like a little spiel. I'm not gonna talk shit, but I am gonna say, I guess since I've gotten a lot of hype from this fight, there's been a lot of people trying to put their 10 cents in and talk their shit and do whatever. I have nothing but respect for Christine. The other one you named, I'm not going to say her name because I refuse to. It's just like, I'm getting the spotlight right now, so I understand. Christine, I think she definitely deserves her respect. She's been in the game, and I don't feel like she's getting the respect she deserves. I would love to fight Christine. I think she's awesome.
What do you think of that?
Okay.
Would you?
Sweet. See, she's too sweet to be mean to.
She's too sweet.
I was just like, oh damn, Taylor, I really wasn't gonna beat you up that bad. But no, you know what I mean. But she, yeah, I like her style. I like her little walkout. When her little walkout came through, she was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying?
She did go on to say right after that she would like to get 1 or 2 fights before she fights you because she's only got 1 fight in BKFC, and she said she wants to hone her skills and get her talent up to your level before fighting you, which I thought was pretty respectful as well.
Yeah, it's super respectful. Super respectful.
But you finally got somebody that wants to fight you.
Oh, good. Thank God. But Jenny Savage, she fight me too. Jenny Savage, he's got like balls of steel, bro. So, I mean, yeah, they got more than 1 or 2 or 3 fights to catch up to me. You know what I mean? But whatever. I take everybody very serious. I only want a couple. I'm what I want to do is I want to get the belt, and I want to. I don't know if it's gonna happen because I'm not blonde hair, blue eyed, but I want the BKFC belt, and I want the American title and the world title, or the world title. And once I win that, I want to defend it once, and then I want to move up to 135 and smash all those. I think there'll be a lot more. I'll be super small as a 135er, and I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to get more fights. And I think I'll do okay at 135. To be honest with you, I won't have a cut, and I'm gonna knock people out even worse because I'm getting half my power and half of my energy taken at 125. So when I don't have to do that, they're in trouble, even worse. So
what do you say,
plan.
Mike?
Well, I was wondering, I mean, is Peralta gonna fight again? Is the belt being held by anybody? It's just vacant right now, right?
Peralta is not anyone worthy to even speak of. She's a person that vacated her belt as a champion. You are not worthy of being spoken of in a bare knuckle forum in any way, shape, or form. That's just how I feel about it. She is not. She's not welcome here, man.
So why don't they hook you up with a fight for that belt? I mean, it's vacant, and you're the obvious person who should be fighting, but who should be across the squared circle?
Well, I don't want to fight Bret Hart because I'll dust her as fast as probably faster than I did last time. I don't, you know what I mean? Much love and respect to her. She takes everything personal. You know what I mean? On a personal tip, I like her. You know, Bret Hart, and I'm happy for her success and shit, but I'm keeping it real. You know what I mean? She doesn't interest me whatsoever in a fight, but she's number 2. I mean, if we're going by ranks, then I have to smash her out again. I'll do that. I'll do what I gotta do. I don't want to because it's not exciting for me. She hasn't changed. The only thing that happened was she got lower talent thrown at her, so she looks better. Now they're trying to call her the face of BKFC, the new star. Okay, she gets everything handed to her. She got Beck handed to her. She got Paige handed to her. You know what I'm saying? She got me handed to her.
Now, so Beck went away.
Yeah.
Helen went away.
Yeah.
The talent pool is so small, and the experience level is so low. If you look at it, you might just have to bite the bullet and start fighting all these people. Whether you know what I mean, because
I mean, it is what it is. Like, I heard another was a UFC guy or something like, you know what? I'm paid to fight people. You know what I'm saying? I'm paid to fight people. 125 division, I believe. I don't take, like, I could get knocked out by anybody. Anybody can knock me out at any time in a bare knuckle fight, period. It's just, this game is just, and when you get hit with a bare knuckle, when someone's swinging at you, you're susceptible to anything. So, with that being said, any fight is dangerous. If I want to be smart and I want to be realistic, I'll take any fight that they give me. I'm a fighter. Put the fighters in front of me. If these girls are in BKFC, they signed up for the 125 division, then they better be ready for whatever fucking smoke that's fucking here for them. Period. When I move up to 135, I'm not gonna be like, oh, can I pick the smallest 135er, please, so I don't get beat up? No, I'm going into fucking 135. Give me your 135er so I can beat that bitch and go to the next fucking rank. Period.
This is what we need to hear out of you, Misfit. You need to be calling all these people out and just lining them up. Now, you said
Line them up.
I heard that they were talking Paige versus somebody in May or maybe June, right? Are they talking Paige? Who are they talking there? Do you know? You got any inside info? Because I feel like whoever she's fighting, you should fight both of them at the same time to start the card, and then you should main event that same card against one of the other women in the division.
And from what I hear, I know I can't say anything. I can't say anything right now on air. There's no way I'll give.
How about this? Just blink twice if you know if we know who it is.
Hold on. Blink twice if it's Rachel Ostovich. Is that?
I can't say anything, guys. Like, I can't. And it's just this is hearsay anyway. Like, this isn't from. You know what I mean? So I can't say anything. But just know that it's nobody that's I'm tripping on. You know what I'm saying? And what do you guys?
Seem like you're tripping on many people.
No. I take everybody. Like, you can get knocked out anywhere in bare knuckle, so I take everybody seriously. But
and you're 100% healthy now, right? You're 100% back from your surgery. You're good to go.
Yeah.
You're ready to rock.
I'm ready to rock. Yes, I feel good.
And where are you headed right now?
Massage. My suck punch. Man, they've been working super hard for me, and they've already got me a couple sponsors, and I've only been with them for about a week. So they're hooking me up. Like, dude, much love, suck punch. Chad, that's my man.
I would love to begin a massage right now, but you know what? It's about 10:30, so I'm not even sure if there's any massage places open.
Oh, I'm sure there's a few. I'm sure.
Actually, all the good ones are open about this time.
Yeah, all the best ones are open.
This is how you figure out which one you go to. You look right now at who's open.
We go the Bob Kraft route.
Orchids of Asia.
Okay, so all right, so we have whittled this down. I'm gonna say a name.
Okay.
And you say a word. Okay.
All right.
Savage.
Mouthy.
Segala. Yeah, that's enough. Bret Hart.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Segala.
Sheena Starr.
Sweetheart.
Britton Hart. Did I say Britton Hart already?
Who?
Britton Hart.
Britton Hart.
Did I say her?
Hype Train.
Audra Cummings. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know. I am very. I have no. I don't know. She's funny. I watch her story a little bit, so she just. I'll say funny.
Just funny.
So I got there's a question by actually it's Nodder from the Ray Bones and Nodder show, the Do Not Sports show, and he asks, "Does Misfit think BKFC is the future, and what needs to happen for it to grow?"
Great question.
Yes, I believe it is the future. Absolutely. For it to grow, for it as a whole, I think I'm speaking in terms of the women's division, is just keeping it real. You know what I mean? Like, just keeping they're doing a great job. They know what they're doing. I think that it should be separate. It shouldn't be this sideshow, where it's what's that Jake Paul's coming in, just fighting the other big names. I don't think it should be that way. I think this is bare knuckle. This is the toughest sport. It's bare knuckle. They should be promoting the beasts, their savages, and people testing themselves against the savages, not the pretty faces or you know what I mean, or stuff like that. I think, and for that, I mean, they're doing great for the marketing. They're doing an awesome job, but I just think that their beasts and their savages and all the ranking systems should be in order, and I think people will look to that and take us more serious.
Do you think that Jenny Savage would land a Superman punch on you the way she did with Sheena Starr if you guys fight?
I don't think she'll land a single punch on me, period.
Yes.
Let alone a Superman punch.
A Superman punch. How come you never fought Beck, right?
She ran the whole time. I called for her from day one. She wouldn't fight me.
You know what you guys should. Here's what you should do. You should play. You should go to the boss with this. I came up with this about an hour and a half before we
all
went
by
live.
himself.
All by myself because I'm smart. Ask Alexa. I got 3 out of 6 right on Jeopardy today. So fuck you.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Way smarter than his kids.
Way smarter than my kids. My kids think they're smarter than me, but they're
so
not.
much smarter.
All right. So listen to this. Do you know how Bellator did a cross promotion with Ryzen like 3 or 4 times? They did this cross promotion, right? Okay. Beck Rollins is signed with Bellator. Bellator, BKFC, cross promotion, same event, MMA, bare knuckle. You get Beck Rollins to shed the gloves one more time to fight you. You get Paige Vanzant fighting somebody over there in Bellator. You get Austin Vanderford from Bellator fighting somebody from BKFC. This would sell a lot of fucking pay-per-views, man. I'm telling you. And Scott Coker. Scott Coker is all about doing these cross promotions. So him and Dave Feldman.
That's okay. I guarantee they're already in talks. So Paige Vanzant, Britain Hart. Second fight. The non-threatening number 2 fight is for Paige Vanzant. Is a non-threat to anybody in the division. Okay, just putting that out there right now. Number 3 is either going to be Britain Hart or Beck Rawlings. Number 4 is either going to be Britain Hart or Beck Rawlings for Paige. That's how it's going to go, guys.
And
well,
your
that's
name,
unfortunate.
Yeah, your name was nowhere in there at all. I don't think, right?
No.
Did you say?
No.
I didn't hear you say your name.
No. That's not going to happen.
I just thought of one. Maybe you should fight Brandon Lambert.
Yeah. He got a
And you got the Muay Thai background too, so you can get him either way. I mean,
yeah.
He chooses. He can choose.
He chooses the discipline. Yeah. And we set this thing up.
Since you meet in the Kumite.
None of the women want to fight you. Yeah, do it in a Kumite and on a V-shaped floor. Check him for salt because I think he would cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's training harder. I see him out there trying to get his technique in and get his experience in. So you never know.
They look like they're having a great time out there in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they're having like the best time ever down there.
Yeah.
Oh man, already in the comments, Misfit versus Malo. Let's do this, dude. Make it happen.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh man.
It'll be on billboards.
Wait,
billboards will be driving down.
What's that? That was Saturn Frost and Misfit.
Derrick. Oh, that Derrick guy. Oh my god, that guy's a weirdo.
Who's Jarrett Turrell?
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is. He wants to fight you?
There's this guy that talks about was talking shit to Starling. I said, hey, shut the fuck up. Go pick it on a dude your size, you fucking chump. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you picking on girls, dude? Like, leave her alone.
You know, I was listening to the BKFC podcast last week, and they were talking about a guy. I think his name is Owen. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's his last name or first name. And he was like being weird, coming after David Feldman and his wife and stuff. And I was like, why are people so weird? Like,
dude, you're all the way in the UK. Shut the fuck up unless you're over here. If you got something to say, then you can come say something to me, my motherfucking people, because we'll put you on your fucking back. You want to come and threaten me and my people? Don't make me bring my fucking family and shit into this shit, because we will fuck you up.
Kyle, why'd you share that? What the hell's wrong with you?
Listen, okay, I'll be honest. My other Facebook account, my name is Derrick Turrell.
Are you?
No, fuck no.
Oh, shit. No, I think it was on Instagram, I think.
Nah, man. Shit, I just thought of.
So I was actually going through your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Trying to learn whatever I can about you, you know, your background, what you do outside of fighting and stuff like that. And you actually had like a funny prank that you like pulled on your is it your brother? It was like a fart prank or something.
What did you do, Mike? What the fuck did you do?
I don't know. Is she gone?
I don't know. Maybe her brother is Garrett Terrell or something like that.
Oh, jeez.
You just fucked this up. Anyway, she'll be back in a second. She had to take a call.
I'm afraid of the dark. I don't know what the hell's going on.
We need to get her fired up. We need to have her call out everybody, everyone, and everybody. Man.
You need to get her fired up. I mean, geez.
I'm trying to get Misfit to go scorched earth on everybody.
Well, yeah, she's definitely got the fire burning.
Here she comes.
You just gotta pour a little gasoline on there. So
I pulled the prank on my brother.
Yeah, it's your brother. So there was like a fart prank or something. What did you guys use for like the smell? Like, because I couldn't really see exactly, but I heard you coughing I felt like you were trying to like mask the noise of it, you know? Yeah. And then he was like, "What the hell?" And then he stood up all quick.
Yeah. So I saw the Tiger Life. One of the Tiger Life owners did it. His daughter and wife did it to him when he was in a fucking car, and it's crazy.
Oh boy.
I can't smell and taste, so I don't even know what it smells like. So from July, for my COVID, I never got my smell and taste back. But they were in the car, and it's like a little fart spray can, and I saw his family do it to him. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it to my brother, and yeah, that was hilarious. So he doesn't like gross smells. He doesn't like dirtiness. So I knew it was gonna like really, really, really mess with him. And so I told my wife, I was just like, you do it because it's funnier coming from you. Like, she doesn't ever like fart or do any of that. You know what I mean? So like if we say you did it, it's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna act like, what? You know, if it was me, something
he'd be like,
yeah, he'd be like, whatever. My sister's a fucking nasty ass. You know, it's my wife. He's like, damn. Like,
yeah,
that was your wife? Like,
yeah, he looked kind of stunned at first. He kind of looked up, and then he was like, what the hell? And he looked back down for a second, then he just couldn't take it anymore. So he like stood up, and the dog, he was like, oh my God, the dog.
Oh my God. Hey, shit.
Yeah. So I have a funny story about like a fart prank. We had like a little festival up the road from my house when I was probably like 12 years old, right? And I bought these little stink bombs and went to homeroom in school. And when I came out, my history class was on the right, so I threw it real quick down in a corner. And they were like the little glass ones with like the little yellow liquid. Like 20 minutes later, teacher comes looking for me, like, Mike, you got to come out into the hallway. So I come out, and they're like, oh, we had to evacuate the rooms. And I was like, what do you mean you had to evacuate the rooms? And they were like, somebody said that you threw something. We don't know what it was. So I was like, I didn't throw anything. So I lied. They bring me to the office and the principal's like, listen, we had to evacuate the rooms. People could have been poisoned. And I was like, all right, listen, I threw a stink bomb. I didn't like throw it. Like they acted like it was chemicals. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to kill somebody. And the funny thing is they're like, well, they didn't expel me. They suspended me indefinitely. I got suspended for 7 days for throwing a stink bomb. So that's great.
That's funny.
You're a terrorist before terrorists were a thing.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, Bin Laden's got nothing on me, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
I thought you were getting pulled over there. I was like, uh-oh, just keep talking.
Nah. Dude, Misfit is always in trouble. I don't care where it's at. I'm in trouble somewhere.
Well, you go to your massage. I'm gonna pretend that it's 10:30 at night where you're at too. So I'm gonna say good luck at your rub and tug there.
Dude, my brother. Oh man.
Do you get the one where they like stand up and they hold the bar on the ceiling or walk on your back? That's pretty good.
Oh, dude, I go to Chinatown a lot. It was really cheap to hit Chinatown because I get. Oh, she's a little Chinese lady, half my size but strong as hell. First time I went in there. Oh man, I couldn't believe how strong this little lady was, and I've been using her for like about a year or two. But she's only for like 2 hours or an hour and a half. It's like 70. How do I turn this thing off? Like 55 bucks for 2 hours or almost 2 hours. I think it's 70 bucks for 2 hours. It's so cheap. So, but I tip her good and stuff because I know they probably I don't know. She probably doesn't have papers or something. You know what I mean? So I just try to hook her up. She's super cool.
I got one of those ones out, like those Thai massages out in California where the girl was like holding on the bar and like stomping on my back and everything. It was pretty awesome. She was like a 90-pound little girl. But I found this video of it's like predicting the future for when you finally get a fight. You want to see it?
I do.
Wait, let's here we go. Here it is. Let's start this right here. Okay. There it is.
Oh, he kissed him. That is so sick. He knocked
That's your new.
Oh my!
That's your new special move.
Dude, that was with a slap. Imagine if you punch him.
Bam.
That's dope. I like him.
Yeah.
That's like a Mortal Kombat finishing move, and you should do that next time. You get somebody stunned, then you lick the back of your hand and whap. Hey, get the hell out of here.
At a fucking fast food joint, too.
That's so funny.
All right,
I just broke my headphone just now, too. I hit it. I don't know what happened.
Thank you for coming by, Christine.
Oh, man.
We're going to give you a minute before you get out of here and go do your thing to call out whoever you want to call out. Shout. Oh, by the way, whatever you posted on Instagram the other night was just straight fire, and I just got to tell you that.
Oh, which one? Which one?
I don't know. It was like head. You like had severed heads on poles and shit. Good Lord. That's some gangster shit.
Dude, you and G for that. That was it's dope, dude. I was supposed to go pick up those today. Damn it, the posters. So I had posters made, and one of my sponsors, Mercy, made it like I got like 100 of them or 50 or 100 of them. So I'll autograph them and send them off to people and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty dope, dude.
You should send one to Mike and Mish.
Oh, absolutely. Of course.
Absolutely.
Hey, real quick, are you going to be in Miami? Are you going to make the trip?
What? Is it Biloxi, you mean?
In April. No, so we have drill because we're in the military. We got drill. We can't get to Biloxi next month. So but we will be in Miami. So
maybe I might be. Well, who's headlining that?
I think Joey Beltran is fighting. but I don't know
shit,
anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beltran and Shoemaker, and then there's another one that they announced too for that, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. But I've talked to a few. I've talked to a few killers, off the show.
Yeah.
And I think that 2 or 3 of our friends are going to be fighting on that card. So
if I'm in camp, I don't travel. I don't do anything during camp. So if I'm in camp for May, I don't fuck around and I don't see how people do that. They travel and they do. I won't even go to family's house. I don't care. Like, if I'm in fight camp, there's nothing else that exists but my opponent's head on a stick. That's all I care about.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Ivy says that you should send one to Helen.
Oh, my God. She don't deserve shit. But she don't deserve... Yeah. I'm so mad at that girl.
And so we got that shirt made,
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna send it to you. So
Dope.
I'll get your we'll send it out soon. And my buddy Montias, he put it together. The guy's a G, and he made it. It looks. I saw it today. It looks fucking unbelievable. So
that's
you can go ahead and you can wear that around and point at everybody that's on it. Be like, you right there. You.
Oh, I will. None of them gonna step up, but we'll see what David and Nate have planned for me. I'm curious. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, they got a job in front of them. I don't even know why they keep me on the roster. Because they're gonna piss someone off.
I think you take everybody and you take them all out. It might bring somebody from somewhere. They might say, "Listen, I got to go over there. I think that I can take on Christine." And hey,
so.
that might be what you have to do. Get somebody to come over.
Do it, because
somebody might think that they can.
Especially if they're MMA. If they're MMA, it's gonna be even easier work. So.
Awesome. Well.
They like to swim. They like to swim a lot in the ring.
Those wild.
And they're gonna get drowned by some real good technique and power.
All right. Well, you're awesome for coming on tonight.
Thank
you. So late at night. We're just
Thank you. I appreciate you guys for staying up late. I was supposed to be in training. I was at work till later. I was supposed to drop into training and then come to my massage, and then I had to sleep for a second, dude. Like, I was dying. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
It was
last.
We planned for this. You were perfect. You came early.
Yeah. We're going to let you go, and then we're going to talk shit a little more for a little while. And then we're going to – I mean, Mike's drinking vodka and Red Bulls right now, so he ain't going to sleep. He ain't going to sleep.
My style.
Nice.
All right, Matt Lightning Lyle, a Muay Thai master himself, who will be fighting for a world title March 20th, says good luck, Misfit.
Thank you, Matt. Good luck to you as well.
Yeah, he'll be fighting Eric Flores down in Mexico.
Nice.
And he's an awesome dude. So you have yourself a good night, all right?
Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care.
Stay in touch.
Right. All right. Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.
That is the Misfit. She's cool as fuck, huh, Mike?
Yeah, it's awesome, every time I get into a conversation about the show, people ask me, like, how do you guys get the fighters on the show? How do you do it? And I just say, Kyle will write to somebody and they answer him. And that's how cool these people are.
Yeah.
They want to help you. They want to come on and get themselves out there, and they're chill. I mean, I feel like fighters out of any other sport, and I know I've told you this before, but I'll just tell the audience, like, I feel as though that fighters are in a league of their own when it comes to, like, being personable, because they're still out there. They're in gyms. They're training everyday people. I mean, you can go to a gym and join it, and you can see Christine right here. She's at that UFC gym. She's training people, and then she's knocking people out in BKFC. You can go, and you can see Chris Weidman or Aljamain Sterling. And sure, when they have fights, they have their own times. They go in on their own, and they, you know what I mean? They get their game plan together. But you can go in and you can train with these fighters. So they came from humble beginnings, and they are humble people. And I just think it's different. Like I don't see, like, you're not going to go and be training. Hey, I'm a QB for a varsity football. I'm going to train with Tom Brady today. It's not going to happen. You're not
going to go shoot hoops with LeBron.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
No, but maybe at some kind of like, some event,
camp,
some special event or something. But yeah, so they're good people. So it's
absolutely
it's awesome.
They're since we started doing this shit, man, and I reached out that first night and I know people have already heard me. I sent 390 fucking messages out. I was up for 4 fucking hours writing messages to people on Instagram. And I'm like, I'm going to just shoot the shot. And something's going to hit. And the ones that have hit are unbelievable people. Like, I got Dean Thomas and John Fitch and Johnny Hendricks and all these UFC legends. And then BKFC came around. And, like, the BKFC are the coolest people in the world, man. They're like down for anything. They're cool as hell. And they're the fastest growing sport in the world right now. And, you know what I mean? This is some awesome shit. So let's do this. Since we just had Christine on.
Yep.
Play fantasy matchmaker. Okay. I'm going to put a fighter on the screen, and then you're going to tell me who you think she should fight. Okay. Ready? Bam. Britton Hart. 2-2. She's got a win over Paige Vanzant at Knucklemania. She's got a win over Randine at home, who's going to be fighting in March against Audra Cummings. What's next for Britton?
Okay. Big drama show. All right.
Number one bullshit.
Big drama show. And you know who big drama show is for Britton Hart?
Jenny.
That's correct. Jenny Savage. And I understand that Britton Hart is 2-2. So yeah, she's only got one more win, but she's got 3 more fights. But here's the thing. When you have something like when you have Jenny Savage coming to the ring, and for the people who think that was planned, listen, okay, I can't tell you 100% it wasn't planned, but I'm 99% sure it wasn't planned, because 1 foot in front of me, she was gut up, and I watched her walk into the ring. Go in there. I looked up on the screen because I couldn't see through people's bodies because, whatever, door, make a better door than a window type shit. I look up at the screen and I see Britton Hart pouring water on her. She comes back out. We have Britton Hart's mom, Monica. She's out there. She's saying, sit down,
That's her comment on the screen right now. That's Facebook user. That's Monica.
That's Monica. You both do really great. Awesome. Thank you, Monica. And how weird is that? Ironically, I am now talking about you, but this is how I felt like it was real, because I could feel her anger. Monica, I could not anger, but she was annoyed. She was like, sit down. And there was an argument and nothing crazy. And a security guard came over and told Savage to get out of there. They made her put her heels back on and walked her out the door. So
yeah, she got bounced.
Yeah. I mean, you could say it was fake, but I didn't think it was. I mean,
dude, and she came out.
Monica's a good actress. I'll tell you that, if it was fake, because.
Yeah, I was going to say, she came out of the ring and she was beefing with Monica and her friend
that
had the thing on,
the sash on.
Yeah, she was ready. That girl was ready. Yeah, she was ready to rumble with. Yeah, she was. It was lit. Yeah. Monica says, I told her she was pathetic. Yeah, what she did was pathetic. That's right. She did.
Monica said, sit. I do my wrong hand because it's backwards. I got to get used to that. You know what I mean? I'm like Ariel Helwani pointing it the wrong way when the show begins. Monica's going, sit down, sit down. She kept saying, sit down, sit down.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? I should have took my phone out and recorded, but I'm an amateur.
You said Jenny Savage. Dude, I guess I have to agree with you. And the only other one I think that makes sense because Britain is such a star right now, and she did, she knocked Paige out of the limelight. Britain's the one in the spotlight right now. So Christine Ferea is the only other one that makes sense. A rematch with Christine. Yep. And the one that she fought with Christine ended with a doctor stoppage. So you know what? I bet she would love another crack at that. So
yeah.
I'm going to agree with you that Jenny. Yep. Without Peralta. I don't understand how the fuck that happens. Like, here's the thing, and maybe I'm like completely way off with this, and I don't know. Because it's such a new sport and it's such a brutal sport, they probably cannot get these fighters to sign more than a one fight deal. I'm guessing. I know that they signed Paige Vanzant for a multiple fight deal. I know that they've signed several of them to multiple fight deals, but the other ones, these one-offs, like, I don't know, man. You look at the female division and there's 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 0-1, 0-1, 0-1, 0-1, 0-1, 0-1, and half them 0-1s are out the fucking door. They're not back. They're not coming back. The talent pool is so low, it's so shallow that when it comes down to it, when you look at you write these names down and you're like, is Britain going to fight Taylor Starling? No, she's not going to fight Taylor. Not right now, at least. Maybe down the road. Jenny Savage, yes, there's some heat there. That one makes sense. She just beat Paige. Taylor beat Segala. She's not going to fight Segala. She's not going to fight Sheena Starr. No. All the way down the fucking thing. And it's Christine. It's Christine or Jenny Savage. Yep. Next on the topic of conversation, let's go with the girl that Britain just beat, Paige. What do you think they're doing with Paige Vanzant, the star, the big star, which she is? She still is probably the most well-known name on the roster. She's got 3 million followers on Instagram. She's a beautiful woman. She puts out a ton of content. Her and her husband have a YouTube channel. She's the biggest star on the roster. For real. What do they do with her now?
So what I think is Starling. That's what I would say. Taylor Starling. 0-1, 1-0. Paige Vanzant still has her star shines bright because she's famous. You know what I mean? So you have that. But Starling is kind of, just getting her feet wet in the sport. She had a great battle against Segala, and I think that it would be great for Starling to fight Paige Vanzant. I think it would be good. I think they'd be a decent match, and I would love to see that fight. I would. I think it would be good.
All right, now, so here's what I'm going to tell you, and I'm not a matchmaker. You're not a matchmaker. We're just playing around here, right? But when you look
playing.
We playing. But when you look at their roster,
I'm just playing.
Mike, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 girls on this list that I see that I think are active on their roster.
Yep.
So a lot of these matches, they're going to kind of overlap because I'm going to tell you who I think she should fight. And I'm going to tell you why I don't think they make the Taylor Starling fight, because Taylor and Britain are so similar in body type, height, reach, style. I don't think they're going to throw Paige against a girl just like Britain. Right? So they're going to try to match her up with someone more similar to her in size, stature, reach, toughness, all that shit. And I know we just said Jenny Savage for Britain, but if it's me and I'm the fucking matchmaker for BKFC, I see I see Jenny Savage and Paige Vanzant on a billboard. You got a blonde-haired pretty girl. You got this dark-haired, thugged out pretty girl over here. One of them's 5'2", one of them's 5'3", 5'4". Their reach is within an inch or two of each other. They're both short, little stout, powerful little girls, little ladies, little women, whatever you want to call them. But if it was me, I do like the Taylor Starling fight. I think that would be a great one. But I think Jenny Savage and her eye-to-eye on a stage at weigh-ins, I think the whole thing. I think the pageantry of it. I think the fucking poster. I think the walkouts. I think the press conference. You get this one over here who likes to play it cool all the time. And Jenny Savage, we saw her firsthand how thugged out she could get. So maybe you put, you know, the all-American blonde girl up on stage with this dark-haired chick that is like, fuck you and everything you came from, you spoon-fed little blonde bitch. You know what I mean? I could see her saying something like this, right? The press conference would be big. The weigh-ins would be hot as fuck. And then, boom, you got two girls that are about the same size, same style, same everything, duking it out. The two that make sense for me is Taylor Starling and Jenny Savage.
Also a great fight. I think it's good. I think that's good too. And like you said, like you're looking at the roster here and you're like,
it's thin.
You know, it's thin. So there's a lot of overlapping and it's like you could do this fight, but that's also a good fight. Just like, you know, when we were talking about, I had said Hart versus Savage because they have a little bit of background there. Like, I mean, I feel like that was very disrespectful coming into the ring, trying to steal that limelight. So that's good. But you also think Britain Hart lost against Ferea. Maybe not. Maybe they shouldn't fight, but she is at the top of the list to fight Christine. I still do believe that because of her experience. She's 2-2. So, but yes, this fight is good. This picture is kind of scaring me because the fist is almost 3D, and every time I look up, I think I gotta move out of the way. It's scaring me, and you should take it down.
Yeah, I will. I'll take it down in a second. Matt Lyle says they need to give her someone that she can get a win.
Thank you.
So to get some wins, and then she'll have the experience, and then she could be the future. Yes, I agree with you, Matt. But like we were just saying, the talent pool is so shallow. They barely have a dozen fighters to choose from. They barely have a dozen, and 3 or 4 of those girls have more than one fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
of the 12, 13 girls on the roster, maybe 4. If I would have to look up their records right now, but Christine Ferea,
I have them.
Britain Hart, Sheena Starr, who the hell else has multiple fights?
So who you just named? Ferea. Fuck.
It's Ferea.
It's Ferea. Hart and Starr all have 4 fights each.
And then everyone else has 1?
And then Peralta has 2. I don't even know if she's still fighting. But then everyone else has 1 fight. And if they're either 1-0 or 0-1. Like Savage is 1-0. Seagal is 0-1. And Ekholm is 0-1. I mean, so there's and Starling is 1-0. Did I say that? No. So yeah, it's very tough. It's a tough division. And there's a lot of other women on in that featherweight division, but it's hard. So like I'll tell the people watching right now, if you go and you look, and we are loving BKFC. I know Kyle and I are loving the sport, and we're getting into it, and we're really searching stuff. And this isn't like, I'm not hating on BKFC, but the information, it comes out in like drips. It's like Chinese, what do they call it? Chinese water torture. Like you get one drip and you're like, that's it. You know, it's they're hitting you in drips, and it's driving me crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It is. And that is my number one complaint about BKFC right now is this. There's a lack of information out there. And I understand that there's COVID, and I understand they are powering. I will give them this. Other than the UFC, they're the most active company out there is BKFC. And they're the newest company out there. Out of all the big dogs out there, they're the most active other than the UFC. And the UFC is a conglomerate. They're the freaking, they're the peak of the mountain.
They're close to a monopoly.
Right.
It's been getting a little better, but.
So I understand when they say that it's hard to get venues and it's hard to find places because the UFC has their own venue. They have their own. They got the Apex or whatever, right? The Apex in Vegas, and then they have Fight Island. So they're going two places for these events, back and forth, back and forth. At the beginning, they were in Florida, just like the BKFC has been, but they're having a hard time. Supposedly they're having a hard time getting venues, locking down dates, and putting cards together. I understand that. I don't like the fact that we have a card 4 weeks away in Biloxi, Mississippi, and the common man will tell you 2 fights that are on that card. You and I know 3 other ones that are on that card because we deep dove and we really had to fucking pull to get this information. But the common person is not going to do that. You cannot just go to bktv.com or bareknuckle.com, whatever. I think it's bktv.com. You cannot go to that website, click on events, click on BKFC 16 and see their card. You can't do it. It's not on there, on their own website.
Nope. And you can't click on the fighters and find out what their next fight is going to be either, or what their last fight. It doesn't go anywhere. And, it's difficult to find stuff. We are looking constantly, and as Kyle can attest to, when BKFC goes live, we're in the comments and we're asking questions like, what date is BKFC, 16, 17, like who's fighting? Like, we just want to know. We want to know. And I know they want to let us know, but
it's like, dude, in that podcast, we like those guys. We met those guys down there in Florida.
Yeah.
Sosha and I don't know if we met the other guy, but Sosha's cool as fuck.
Awkward Rob, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what his name is.
I don't think we did meet him.
But Sosha's cool as fuck. He's cool as hell. And
yeah, it's good. He was a very nice guy.
And David Feldman's on there every week. Now, they say every week we're going to take questions from the comments. Like we do on here. We look at the comments, we throw them up on the screen, and we address them as much as we can without interfering with the role of the show. You know what I mean? We keep the flow. They do not even. They say we're going to go ahead and take comments from the audience. The comments start rolling in, and they start talking about some other shit, and they just completely ignore it. And
yeah. They'll take a couple. Today they took a couple, but yeah, it's very difficult to find out. And like I said before, like, the sport is awesome. I want them to get more proactive at putting stuff out. And I understand COVID has been a hamper on everyone's life, and it's slowing them down. And, getting a facility like Nate Shook had explained, hey, I get a facility. And then they're like, oh, you can only have 25%, or you can't have any people, and they have to switch it. It's very difficult for them. And they're a lot smaller of a business than UFC, so they can't just do whatever they want. But it's like, I feel like if they could get stuff out faster and a little,
they don't even have a Wikipedia.
Really spread
and like
the knowledge of their sport, that people would love it. They'd be drawn to it. It's very good.
Dude, do you remember, like, on the Luke Thomas show, when his show was on Sirius XM, he used to have this thing he would say, if you do not have a Wikipedia page, you do not exist. And he would, like, look at fight cards. He'd be like, who the hell is this fighter? Look him up. Boom. Don't even have a Wikipedia page. Who gives a shit? Mm-hmm. They don't even have a Wikipedia page. Like me, nope. you or I could make their fucking Wikipedia page. Like, somebody should make, you know what I mean? Like,
maybe we should.
Yeah. And
maybe that's our next venture.
And like
making Wikipedia pages.
Yeah. And now we just went off on a 10-minute bitch fest about getting information. But honestly, and I don't want to sound like a dickhead, but guys like you and I that are new to covering the sport, and we want to do everything we can to push this sport and be a part of it.
Prop the fighters up.
Prop it up. We're trying to plan travel and like all this stuff we thought it was April 16th. We're like, yeah, let's start booking flights. We'll go down on the 14th and we'll be there for the weigh-ins on the 15th and the event on the 16th. We'll stay the 17th. We'll leave on the 18th. Boom. We look on the internet. It says April 2nd. We're like, oh, it's April 2nd? What the fuck? I thought it was April 16th. David Feldman goes on that podcast. He's like, yeah, we're looking at April 30th. We're like, dude, you know, some of the media people out there can't book a flight 2 days before you, you know.
Well, that's the issue. You could, and listen, whatever. We're gonna go cover, and we're gonna do the. We want to be there, and we're gonna do this. But like, I'd rather buy the $79 airplane ticket instead of waiting till the last minute and buying the $400 ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the frick?
Dude, Joe Ivy comes in hot in the comment section and says Brandon Lambert doesn't have a wiki page.
Brandon Lambert's going to have to start trolling. Who runs Wikipedia? The people. So he's got a lot of work to do.
I mean, we should just start Wikipedia pages for all these people, man.
Let's do it.
Just keep doing it. And if I knew how to do it, I would. But other than that, I once went in and changed Keith Hackney's wiki page. Under his Wikipedia, he had a list of movies that he was in, and I hit the edit button and I added what did I call it? It was called a movie called Dick Punch.
I knew this was coming.
Yeah, and I think I called it
Keith Hackney, and I was like, uh-oh.
It was called I said Dick Punch, Ballad of Keith Hackney. And I put it in there, and it was there for like a fucking year, dude.
Wow.
Every once in a while, me and Lisa at work would go into the Wikipedia page to check the Keith Hackney page, and sure as fuck, man, Dick Punch was still there.
That's a good movie. I've seen it many. I showed Steph that yesterday, to be honest with you.
Anybody, for those who are watching that don't know that reference, Keith Hackney fought a guy named Joe Kim in, I think, UFC 3. And he had him kind of like, he was like almost crucifixed on top of him, though.
Yeah, it was yeah.
He was like laying across the top of him, and he was punching him straight in his dick, just ending his
hard. Hard.
Yeah, man. All right, Mike. So what do you say here? I think we.
This is fantastic. I'll never do it again. I'm never going to do it again. This was great, but I'm never coming back ever.
We'll be back next week.
Yep, we'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Don't forget, you need some help with your love life in the bedroom.
You need some help.
You call Amy Mish at Pure Romance. She's a bona fide expert, and she can help you out. That being said,
I should have some really good like music playing in the background next time you do that. So guess what? Tune in next week for a very special Pure Romance announcement.
It's a Barry White playing in the background. I'll work on that. I'll work on the voice. Maybe I'll put on like a silk, like Hugh Hefner robe next week, and I'll really do it up. I'll really do it up. All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Tune in next time when Mike and Mish are back for the Mike and Mish Show. Peace.